What's up, everybody? It's Mike Beck from the KDCF.com. It's come to my attention that the north-south arterial in Utica is being taken over by the State Department of Transportation, New York State DOT. And what they're trying to do is put in an elevated expressway over the north-south arterial. And the concerned citizens of Utica and myself and a lot of people have been rallying against this because we want to see a multi-way boulevard put in. So right now, as it stands, the New York State Department of Transportation wants to build a road over pretty much an elevated expressway over the top with walls, so kind of like a Great Wall of China or a Berlin Wall that'll separate the east and west sides of West Utica. So you're taking this community and you are splitting it into two different parts, which is terrible for economic growth, terrible for transportation. There's a lot of different reasons why we should not have an elevated expressway. What we are trying to push as the citizens of Utica and the surrounding area is a multi-way boulevard. Examples of a multi-way boulevard are Seneca Turnpike in New Hartford, where they have 2 lanes and a center lane for turning. Tons of businesses, local and national chains for that matter. A lot of economic growth, a lot of cars going through there. The mall, it's a fantastic thing at Seneca Turnpike. Also, there is the Oriskany Boulevard, which is also a multi-way boulevard with 2 lanes and a center lane in which people can turn. The current situation at the north-south arterial is that you have 2 lanes with a barrier in the center, and anybody that's driven on that knows that it's not an effective way of transporting your car or people or goods and services anywhere in Utica, because number one, you can't take left turns about anywhere, so you have to kind of figure out how to exit and make turns. You're going to Varick Street, you gotta get off and exit early and loop, swoop, and pull through the neighborhoods to get there. It's just not an effective way of transporting cars. Also, the intersections, there's about 5 intersections, and people travel. I know it says 45, 55 miles an hour, but people are driving at extreme speeds, and because of these 5 or 6 intersections, people are driving through, obviously accelerating through yellow lights and red lights, and there's lots of traffic accidents involving people and children crossing the streets because they have to get, to their neighbor's house, which is across the arterial. It just doesn't make any sense. This has been around since the 1960s, and it's time for us to make a change. But right now, the change that they want to do is make an elevated expressway that's going to put up walls. I don't know if you guys have seen the 840, the new 840 expressway. It's a great expressway, but part of it has gigantic walls. And if you've seen any of the huge walls put up for 840, that's going to be the entire north-south expressway from mainly near Oswego Street, and literally you won't be able to do any business. So what people are proposing is there's a resolution that I have posted underneath this video on the KDCF.com. There's a resolution you can sponsored by Councilman Zecca, who I met with last night at one of his meetings. You can read the full thing. I've posted a picture of that. There's also the petition, which you can print out and have everybody that's concerned about this sign. But the main thing that you can do right now is I've posted the list of state and federal government officials to contact in terms of voicing your concern on this project, and those are listed below the video as well. It's going to be U.S. Representative Richard Hanna, Governor Andrew M. Cuomo, New York State Senator Joseph A. Griffo, New York State Assemblyman Anthony Brindisi, and I've just posted their phone numbers because Congressman Zecca said that's the best way to voice your concern is We want to get hundreds of, potentially even thousands of people voicing their concerns, signing petitions, and you know, saying that we need a multi-way boulevard. If you've ever traveled on Oriskany Boulevard or Seneca Turnpike, which most of you have, we need to implement this in the north-south Utica Arterial. A couple other things that I'd like to say that you know, I'm from the Utica area, and I am a businessman who wants to buy old buildings in Utica and refurbish them. And I don't know if you've seen the area of Bag Square. Beautiful building. We got a cafe on the bottom. You know, 2 or 3 business offices, floors of offices. The top is a loft. If you don't understand how business can work in Utica, you have to visit Bag Square East, or Bag Square West also, where Utica Coffee is. Master Pizza's going in there. A Tailor and a Cook from Nail Creek. Also, someone else bought another building for $1,000. Like, there's people that are making moves in our community and taking old things and making them new again because they want to live in Utica, they want to make money in Utica, and they love this area. This is a great place to grow and live and raise your family. So, also look over at Union Station with the Cage, Piers and Blake, any of these places that are taking something old and making it new again. I think that people are doing a fantastic job, and let's continue to make positive growth, and let's contact our assemblymen, our congressmen, and let's voice our concern for the city of Utica. I'd like you to check out the links below. Like I said, there's the resolution, the petition, and please call all those representatives, the 4-1 that I mentioned earlier, and visit uticaphoenix.net. They have about 4 or 5 articles that are on there. I believe there is a meeting soon. I didn't post that yet. There's going to be an emergency meeting at the Utica City Council. We need this. We need to make this happen. You can't just talk about it, and you can't just write about it. You can't just make videos about it. You have to call these people. You have to show up to these events, and we have to voice our concern for the future of Utica. We can't just have, you know, an arterial that is bringing us from one big box store to the next. You know, we need a multi-way boulevard so that small business can happen. If this big raised arterial goes in, Carl's Furniture is gone. That the furniture store that makes the Bear furniture, the beautiful furniture, where they took an old building and made it new again. Like, all these small businesses and housing, they haven't even told the people in the houses that they're going to knock down their houses. They're going to move them out of their houses, move them out of their businesses, and put up what I'm calling a Great Wall of China, because you're not going to be able to go through. I'm getting worked up about the situation because I think that we need a change, and we need a multi-way boulevard, because I want to see Utica grow, and I want to see small business, which is the forefront of our economy in the U.S. You know, small business is what keeps people going. If you spend money locally, you're putting money back into to your neighbors. You're giving money to your neighbors, who will then spend money on your neighbors. When you shop local, you're putting money back into the community. And speaking of shop local, I know today's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. But tomorrow's Black Friday. Do your thing. Buy your electronics at your big box stores. But I ask you on Saturday to shop small and shop local. Find a local store, even if you're just eating food. Shop local. Talk to John Osowski. He's making all of his Christmas gifts out of recycled materials. He made a phenomenal pillow for the Tony Thompson benefit. If you don't know places to shop local, just look at the sponsors at thekdcf.com. Those are all local sponsors so far. You know, you can buy clothing local. You can buy art local. I have tons of local art, tons of local clothing. and I'm getting around the 10-minute mark, so it's time to close it up. So what I need you to do is go below this video, visit the uticaphoenix.net, visit, take copies of the resolution, the petition, contact Councilman Zecca, contact all 4 of the people listed, call them, leave messages, voice your concern for the city of Utica, because I'm 24 years old and this street, whatever decision they make, is going to be there for 40 or 50 years. Do you want to see a Great Wall of China in the middle of West Utica, or do you want to see a beautiful multi-way boulevard that has been proposed from the Utica Master Plan, and many of the higher up officials and people that actually care about Utica want the multi-way boulevard? So once again, my name is Mike Beck. I own the KDCF.com. Please repost this video, tweet about it, Facebook, hit up all social media, and call, post petitions, post resolutions. I can't say it enough. Thank you very much for your time.